Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing Vlogmas, which means uploads every day. I'm at least going to be doing sort of the work days. I don't know if I'll be able to vlog as much over the weekends, but for today I know I'm not going to be able to film as much, so I thought what I would do is a little sort of gift guide for working from home for anyone who's looking to get themselves a little gift for this holiday season or get a gift for someone who is working from home. Even though we're hoping the vaccine is coming soon, we don't know, and I still think even if it does, working from home is going to be something that doesn't go away anytime soon. Good morning everyone, it is Friday the 4th of December. It is getting close to 10 a.m. This morning I woke up early and I was glad because I had an alarm set for 7 and I woke up at 6:50 and I just stayed in bed getting some things done because it's Friday. So I got my vlog from yesterday edited and uploaded, and then I also got all of my admin stuff done for the theatre school, and there's usually a lot of admin on the Friday, so happy with that. I'll probably have to send some emails later as well, but it's mostly done. Got my transfer report final read through done and sent it off to my supervisors, so it was a pretty productive couple of hours this morning, and I didn't film basically any of it, but you know, that's life. Now though it's close to 10, I am meeting my group for a group assignment for my sports science class. Well, I'm doing 2 sports science classes. So Friday is usually a pretty fake work day for me because I usually have classes from 10 to 1 and 2 to 5. So basically there's no way I'm going to get actual work done. So pretty much the end of my work week at the moment is Thursday, but pretty soon that's going to be over because these classes are finishing up. But yeah, I'm just getting ready before meeting my group to go through stuff for the assignment. I don't know how long it'll take. We have, you know, obviously the time that the lecture would usually be on, 10 to 1, to work on it. And I just had some breakfast this morning. I have to say that granola was really good. I thought I burned it, so I panicked when I took it out of the oven, but it ended up being fine. And then I just have a lot of things to do because I have a class later on. I'm also meeting my boyfriend this evening. We're doing a couple of nights away locally since we were meant to go away to Italy this year and we weren't able to, and we were then supposed to go in October, but then we were in lockdown again, so now things are finally open again. We're just going to do that locally for 2 nights, which will be really nice. We haven't really been able to spend proper time together during this year basically. So yeah, I need to pack, I need to just get ready and probably film some content for you guys since I won't really be able to vlog much of today. I also wanted to tell you guys what's on my Christmas list for this year, and for me, you know, Christmas list is always a bit bigger because my birthday is Christmas Eve. This year I'm turning 25, which is really exciting, I guess. It's a quarter of a century old, so that's kind of crazy. So a few things on my Christmas list / birthday list. The biggest thing is a camera, which would hopefully mean you guys will start to experience, you know, more, I don't even know, better quality visuals for the new year. And that's not something that it's going to be completely paid for me. I'm going to pay for some of it myself because it is quite an investment, and I'm probably going to be getting the same one that Catherine Manning has just because she is a YouTube queen. I trust her judgments with all of these things, so I'm probably going to be purchasing the same one as her, which would also mean she'll get a little commission from the Amazon affiliate purchase as well, which is again a nice way to support your creators if you can. And then there's also other stuff that goes along with that, which means presents from other people will probably be coming from things like that, like batteries and charging things and who knows what else. Other than that, one thing that's on my list is a masterclass subscription. This is something I've wanted for a long time just because I think it's a really cool concept to be able to take online classes from people who are at the top of their fields for different things. So there's certain ones, like I'm really excited for the cooking one, I'm excited for mixology, I'm really excited for all the business ones because I think they're going to be great for helping me grow my YouTube channel and also grow my theatre school business and also grow Daisier. So I'm really excited for them. And I also feel like usually you'll end up learning things from people that can be applied to different things. So probably some of those I'll just be able to directly apply to my PhD. And I do think I'll do some videos on some of the different classes, like review style, the ones that are going to be relevant for you guys. So let me know if that's something you would like to see. Again, not sponsored by Masterclass, but if you would like to sponsor me, please get in touch. So yeah, that's pretty pricey. It's about €200. But there was a Black Friday sale, which meant it was 2 for 1. Yeah, that's a big present for me. The Audible subscription, the annual subscription, is also on my list. Apart from that, I have runners on my list because my 2 pairs of runners, my black ones, my white ones, are both totally wrecked and I definitely need new ones. I have a couple of books on my list which are fiction for a change. Yeah, not much else apart from that. I feel like this year it was hard to think about these things. More important thing about Christmas is gift giving. So I'm going to go through my recommendations for anyone who is working from home or a PhD student perhaps, but they're going to be more general working from home, and they're going to be similar to my working from home faves with a few new additions hopefully for you guys if you've seen some of my work from home videos before. Yeah, I really hope that you enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you do, it really helps me out, and comment down below any suggestions because I absolutely have left things off this list and I would love to hear your suggestions for buying for people who are working from home or PhD students. Let me know in the comments below. Foremost thing that I think is super important for working from home is a laptop stand. So I have this one here. You've seen it a couple of times before on my channel, I'm sure. It is so good for keeping your laptop elevated at a certain height so that when you're working you are at the right angle and you don't end up like hunching over when you're trying to look down at your screen. And honestly, since I've used it, I can't imagine not having one, and every time I watch other people's videos now where they're not using something like elevating their laptop, I'm just like, I don't understand how you work. So that would be number one. But to go along with something like that, if the person isn't using a monitor and doesn't already have, they're going to need a keyboard and a mouse. Now I'm extra, so I have Mac ones that are wireless. You do not need to do that. You could easily get a cheaper alternative. The Bluetooth ones are nice because you can, move them around. You don't need to have them plugged in. You can have your screen then further away. But yeah, getting these ones is absolutely not necessary, although I do like them. But that's just because I'm a Mac gal. I've been sucked in. It's too late for me. But you can save yourself or save your loved ones possibly from this life of Mac only products that I unfortunately live. Moving on, the next thing that I purchased recently is a elbow pad for my desk, which again, super extra, but it really has made a big difference. So I just want to show you how it looks. Next thing is a warm lamp. So in winter here anyways, it's basically dark it's basically dark from like 4 p.m. until 8 a.m. the next morning. And I really hate artificial light. So I have this lamp that mimics natural light and you can set it to different tones. And it really is nice for in the evening when you're trying to wind down and you just want a nice like warm light that isn't too harsh and isn't going to keep you awake. So I use this pretty much in the evenings. I actually have it on at the moment because my room is dark, which is lighting slightly better. The one that I have is also an alarm clock, so it gradually brightens up if you want to use it as an alarm clock, and it's meant to really help you wake up. I personally don't use an alarm clock, but I have heard that it's really good, and that's what I originally bought it for when I was waking up really early going to work in the morning. I might start using it as an alarm because I have not been waking up early and I would like to start doing that again. But as well, it is nice in the morning. It's a nice way to wake up and to have that light versus like turning on your light in your room straight away can be a little bit harsher. The next thing that I recommend is something for their hot drinks. So like whatever it is that they drink, if they're a tea drinker, maybe like a nice actual pot that you could brew tea in and like use tea leaves. If they're a coffee drinker, if you're looking more on the pricier side of things, there's something like an espresso machine or what I use is the Nespresso Aerochino, which makes delicious milk for your coffees. I literally have a latte every day. Well, it's more of a cappuccino. That's beside the point. Every single day, and it's been such a game changer, especially over quarantine when we couldn't go out to get coffees, or we didn't really want to go out and get coffees so much. It just made such a difference, and I definitely feel like I've saved a lot of money on coffees since getting that, because I'm able to make them the way that I like them. I do highly recommend it. It's probably the best purchase of 2020 for me. Other things you could get that would be on the smaller side would just be like a nice mug or a nice coaster for their desk, especially if they're using a wooden desk. I have seen coasters as well, or maybe it's the cup themselves where you can heat up your drink continuously when it's on that. So I'll have all these sort of things linked as well. Other options would be different coffee accessories, but it's just nice to have these sorts of things when they're going to be working from home. They're going to be wanting to have a nice coffee or tea break during the day, and they'll have these things then to use and to enjoy. The next thing that I would recommend is some low-level at-home gym equipment. So I personally would strongly recommend resistance bands, because you can get them in different sort of strengths, which makes them very versatile for different exercises, and it's a nice way to stretch during the day, which is really important for when you're working from home, is to make sure that you're continuously stretching and moving, because after 20 minutes of sitting down you already start slumping over, and that's really bad for your back. So having things like that around the place for them will really help. And again, you can get those in sort of different prices. You could get a set of them, which would be more expensive, or you could get an individual one that would be on the cheaper side. Another option would be to get them some sort of at-home workout plan. So that's something that's on my Christmas list, is Natasha Ocean's Home Zero program, because it's completely bodyweight exercises and it's more so for getting back into exercising. And also that's a nice way to support a YouTube creator at the same time. So that's why I'm glad to have it on my Christmas list. And I'm really looking forward to getting into that. So I'll have that link down below. But I'm sure there's lots of different options for things like that. Again, you can find them in different price ranges, but if they're going to be at home, maybe they're quarantining, or maybe they're just high risk, or maybe they just are at home, then an at-home workout program that doesn't require any equipment at all can be a great thing to get them for Christmas. And especially with starting in the new year, it'll be a nice way for them to get back into being healthy. Another thing that I would recommend are a few different books that are based around productivity, because working from home can be extremely difficult. I have a video on my top 5 books for productivity that I will just link for you guys instead of going through them all here. But to mention, those books are Deep Work by Cal Newport, Rest by Alex Sujung Kim Pang, The 80-20 Rule by Richard Kush, In the Flow by Alyssa Vitti, and The 12-Week Year by Brian P. Moran and Michael Lennington. So again, I'll have that video linked if you want to check out why I like those books, but I do highly recommend them. Most of them I listen to on Audible, so that brings me to my next thing, which is also on my Christmas list for this year, which is an annual or a 3-month subscription for Audible. I'll have an affiliate link down below, which again, that just means that there will be a small commission for me, so thank you if you do choose to do that, but don't worry if you don't, and you don't have to use it, obviously, feel free to not. But I personally love using Audible. Each month when you're a member, you'll get a credit, and then you'll use that on a given book, and it's just a great way to, I like to typically do it in the morning. I haven't been doing it as much recently, but I definitely want to get back into it, and that's why I'm hoping that having the annual subscription will help me get back into it. This video isn't sponsored, but if you're watching this Audible, I would love to be sponsored by you at some point, so definitely send me an email if you want to sponsor me. Now, on the pricier side in terms of working from home would obviously be the actual physical furniture. Desk-wise, I don't even know what kind of recommendation to give, because it would be so personal depending on the space. But if you were to be buying someone a desk chair, be certain that you buy an ergonomic desk chair. So that means that it has a proper back and it's adjustable for the height, and it has some armrests and all of that stuff, because there's no point in having a desk chair that isn't going to be comfortable for a 8-hour workday. So do make sure you check out different ergonomic chairs. I'll have some linked, but just do make sure that, because it is very important that it is set up that way, or else you'll end up with lots of pain. I'm also just gonna have a video linked for you if you're wondering what I mean by all of this. There's a really good video that goes through like ergonomic desk setups for making sure that you're comfortable throughout the workday. so I'll have that linked for you. Next thing is desk decor, which I feel like is just such a fun thing to get someone. So different sort of picture frames, things for the wall, any kind of like little trinkets that would be nice for the desk. That's always a really nice thing. I always love receiving stuff like that. Even if I run out of places to put them, I just think it's very fun. So I'll have a few different options linked, you know, on the screen and in my Amazon store, so that you can have some inspo if you're looking to do something like that. And again, those things can be on the smaller side. You could even hand make something like that for people. Again, looking at the pricier side of things, tech wise, an iPad would have to be the best. I've already said the best purchase. The best big purchase I've made in terms of my work from home setup. It really has been a game changer. So I will have all of that stuff linked, and I'll also include a video about me using my iPad. It's not really the best one in terms of general iPad stuff, but it has some like understanding of why I like using my iPad. Also, you know, monitors as well can be a really important way to, again, have yourself elevated so that you're not looking down at your screen. And it also just means you have more space for like different tabs or things like that, which can really help. But again, those things will be on the pricier side. I think monitor wise, you could probably get cheaper ones, but there's certain ones that would have better display that might be more appealing to use during the workday.